Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, there's like an infinite loop going on. There we go. I forget this thing eats up so much RAM. But we are going to get into it today, guys. I'm going to jump in here. Watch as they get set up. What is going on? What is going on? All right, guys. So getting into it, we starting off with a Rukia Byakua Senjumaru package into Spears. And look, man, Spears is one of the most dominating decks coming out this set. I'm still very surprised that they have not hit it and that they chose not to hit it, but they chose to hit Yellow Sisters and Willie. Quite astonishing to me, honestly. Let's see. I want to make sure everything is going well. Let me put the music back up. So we see the early 7-drop come out with an Asuka. Um, Asuka becoming a 5k body during your turn and allowing you to, do some crazy swings going out there. We see the final coming out. A Shinji dropped in the back. And then another 7-drop. Talk about high rolling, bro. If I am on the Bleach character side, I'm shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my boots. So we are going to see another free play, and we have been seeing a lot more people opt into the Mari purely just because Mari on swing can recur Shinji's back from the sideline. So if your raid target dies or anything like that, you can easily discard a card, replay, and this really helps if you're playing the package that is if you're playing the package that is going for the double damage impact 4. Another swing on the impact. And we see a active trigger, which is gonna help save 1 point of damage. So we are going to see the BIQ get pushed up. And honestly, coming from someone who plays with what I like to think as the best BIQ player in the NA, Byakuya, it's hard for Byakuya to survive in this meta. It's easy for it to die. We're going to see the Senjimara just raw played. And we're going to see a Rukia raw played as well, just to fill up the front line. But honestly, it's going to be hard for this deck to get over these 5k bodies that are Shinji. And the fact that both Shinji raids are able to stick on board is going to spell like doom for this Byakuya player. We're going to see a draw one trash Shinji come out, continue to filter. And honestly, there's not much to do. I'm not sure about discarding the Mari there. I guess if you have another Mari, it makes sense. Gonna target one of the bodies to be protected. Not protected, but get a draw on the swing. Oh my gosh. You see the blocks come out. And then the pass back over to the Byakuya player, down to 1 life. And this is like the main reason for why this deck cannot live in this meta. It can't survive in this meta, honestly. And we're just going to see the scoop come out. We do see the specials in hand, but like there was going to be nothing that the player could do, honestly. Gonna swap back over here and find someone else real quick to go into. Oh, oh, he's lagging. Oh no. Might find a different person to watch because he pixelated. I can't see a single thing bro's doing. Gonna head over here and find a different table. We have a Kenshin matchup into a song, and honestly, normally this matchup would be favored to Kenshin, but they are currently going up against T, one of my teammates, legit vocals, and he is a exceptional song player. Really knows the deck inside out and knows what he needs to do. We are going to see the double attacker come out, and maybe we can see some swings come out to help put the player back into the game. You can see the first swing re-stand. Gonna see the next swing, but honestly, right here, just in case they hit a special, you want to swing with the other Kenshin. It is going to be an active trigger, however, so they did luck out. He's going to block. We're going to see the next swing come out from the Kenshin player. We're going to see a potential restand here. Thinking on the discard, we are going to see the kill Kenshin go out. And I guess I can respect the choice because you don't want to sideline any of the bodies out on the song side. But all it really takes now for a special. Ooh. Unfortunate. I was going to say, all it really takes now for Tyler to really get back in the game is just to find the Asuka and maybe pair it with a Kirito. But We are coming into this game pretty late, so I'm very curious to see if the Kenshin player maybe bricked at the beginning of the game or what happened, because it does seem like their board is coming online now. But again, it's a little too late. We are going to see another Una raid come down, playing a song for free, most likely, and then deciding on the push up, wanting to show four swings here. So we are going to see four swings come out to try and close out the game. We are going to see a body plate in the back. Gonna bottom deck all of it, boost the board, make them all big boy, big body, and we're gonna see the double damage probably come out, which doesn't really matter. But you just take this first life. There's the pushback raid. Unfortunate. I'm not quite sure what went on in the game because again, we did join late. But this is a matchup that I hope to see again. So we'll probably follow Tyler into his next game just so we could see what song gets paired into and how he really pilots that deck into that matchup. Gonna head back over to just chatting and undeafen ourselves. That way we can just reconvene and really think about what it is. Man, the Song and Kenshin matchup in JP, Kenshin was one of the reasons why Song died out. But I'm wondering if the players over here in NA don't quite yet have the quote unquote skill set, I guess, to like perform at a high level with Song. I'm not sure if that's the case or what it is, you know. But it is a matchup that I do want to follow alongside. We can jump back in and see if anyone else is still playing on the tail end, but I think I might just wait until the next matchup comes through. Man, going into LCQ, trying to figure out a deck that I want to take has been somewhat difficult just because I just like taking fun decks, right? I like taking off meta stuff. I like taking eclectic things, and it almost feels like we are in a coin flip meta. Not coin flip, but like going first somewhat matters in some of these matchups. And I'm wondering if that may have been a case with the Kenshin matchup. Maybe Kenshin didn't get going first, and Tyler was able to set it up. You know. Oh. Hmm. Do I stream with camera on today? I'm too lazy. Let's go find a tail end of another match. Okay. Found another match. Let's see. Is this Nikkei? Yo, I'm gradually becoming a Nikkei believer. Slowly but surely, I'm becoming a Nikkei believer, bro. Oh, whoa. This dude's setup is cool. Bro got a camera within a camera. How do you do that? He has like the face down cam, but then he also has his side cam. That way he can see and make sure he's not cheating. You do see the 4-2 Asuka coming out. We're going to pop the Ray in the back, get a draw off that, and be able to free play a card. In this situation, I'd like to free play a body to the front. That way I have another blocker. Did he forget to draw off the Ray? Question mark? He must be deciding on the pitch as of right now and isn't going to pitch, just going for the swing 4K, see what we get out of life. It is a get, no, yeah, a get trigger. Gonna see another 4K swing come out. And it's going to be a final. And last but not least, not going for the 3K swing because we can't get over anything. I need to know, did bro draw off the Ray? Part of me feels like he didn't draw off the Ray, but I could be blind. I could be blind. And forgive me for not knowing the Nikkei names. We are going to see the two bodies dropped. Looked at the top to scry 2, I believe. Tap 1. Another raid. Going to put back 2 finals, or do you get to take the finals? Do you get to add the finals back to hand? No. That wasn't finals. That couldn't have been a final. You know, whatever the event card is. Just walking around his table, see what his opponent has. Look, bro. I know you guys got to get it how you can, but get a higher up tripod, better angle, something. We are going to see the swing come out from the Nikkei side. And discarding whatever that event card is. If you are watching this stream afterwards, please let me know what it is. Please let me know what it is. Discards another missile, and I guess it pops a body when swinging. Bro seems irritated. Bro seems upset. D, bro. I don't know what happened, but I wonder if he can't, if he was forced to not block, but oh my gosh. Oh, he does not seem happy. Does not seem happy. And I get it, bro. When you lose to Nikkei for the first time, bro, you're never going to be happy. I get it. Look, when yellow Nikkei is in the hands of a good pilot, bro. When yellow Nikkei is in the hands of a good pilot. majority of the time going to be the outcome. Like, I may be an avid Nikkei hater, but a good Nikkei pilot on yellow, bro, is going to show some hurt. Uh, and I really need to look into some of the abilities and moves that they do because, again, it can be sneaky, bro. It can really be sneaky. It can really be sneaky. So we got the matches coming to an end here. Got the matches coming to an end here. We still have a couple more games. I don't want to hop in to watch any of the other ones quite yet. But I'm curious to hear some of your guys' thoughts on Nikkei, bro. Let me turn on my webcam, bro. I'll turn on my webcam for y'all today. I'm not too ugly. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is going on here? What? Bro, what is going on with my camera? Why are you being funky? I think I know why. I think I know why. Are you good, camera? Okay, let's see this. Boom, boom. We're gonna fix that. No, no. You're gonna come to me, bro. You're gonna come to me, bro. Camera going crazy, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We are waiting for the next game to get into to play here. Um, but bro, it's been a real journey, bro. It's been a real journey. It's been a real journey. That's what I'm saying, Bender. That's what I'm saying, Bender. Like, Nikkei, look. With the spoils coming out for the upcoming Nikkei releases, bro. I can't believe I'm going to say it. Nikkei, bro. Nikkei might be the one. Nikkei might be the one. And I'm only saying that just because we finally have a body that has a special trigger. You know? We finally have a body that has a special trigger on it. And I just like the idea of it. Since we don't have My Hero Academia, since we don't have any of that stuff, something's got to give. Something's got to give. But so far, we got to see the tail end of Legit Vocals games. Welcome in Legit Vocals, one of the most humblest players I know. But I do want to follow his next gameplay, and hopefully he is playing another Kenshin player, because that is a matchup that I think if both players are really good at piloting the deck and both players see it, I personally do believe that Kenshin should be favored in that matchup. But jumping into that game towards the tail end that Tyler just had, it looked like a complete domination. So I don't know what happened at the beginning. I don't know if bro bricked. I don't know if it was like a going first type of thing. But what I do know is it looked like a dominant game. So we do see the players going back to their tables, and we are going to hop back in and watch um, these next coming matches. And please, if you guys have feedback, I am getting back into streaming for just in general, but streaming TCG stuff is new to me. I do like my PNG stuff, but I do know people prefer webcam. That's why I turned it on, you know. But like, I'm dusty, bro. I'm dusty. I'm tired. I'm lazy. But let us get right back into the mix. We're gonna go over here, find this. We're gonna deafen ourselves. Gonna hop in here. Another semi scuffed webcam. It does look better, but hey bro, one of these days in the D3 channel, we are going to have a webcam tournament because I just can't be, bro. Hey, not too much Riftbound, but yes, too much Riftbound. I have been very focused on Riftbound regionals, and I'm super excited for Vegas. But I've been locking in for LCQ for UA. But like, bro, the money, both the IP, all that stuff coming out, is it's always gonna be Riftbound for me moving forward. I will always have love for UA, and I'm always gonna make UA content. But as a pro player, is probably gonna be it's probably gonna be the Riftbounds for me. We are seeing the players decide turns and getting into it, so we're gonna hop over there and adjust everything. Okay. Rotate you around. So we're seeing yellow. Now, is this a yellow sister? Not sisters. All the single ladies. Yellow Ava, or is this going to be yellow Kaiju? Because people have been writing it off. But he got signed Draven Spearforge, bro. You lie. You lie. Oh my gosh, I'm so envious. I have yet to be able to make any of the pre-Rift events, and I don't know if I will be able to make any of the pre-Rift events. So I'm living vicariously through my friends and people like you that are sharing these stories. But I'm hoping to get my stuff in time for Vegas. How's this angle? Does this seem balanced? Oh, okay. It is going to be a kaiju. So the way bro threw his deck on the table makes me feel like he's not happy to see Song. We do see the Kirito coming right off the bat, ditched into the sideline, which again I think is a good setup and startup for Tyler. That way he will be able to recur the Kirito and start popping things on the board. And if it's weenies on the board too, he could start as soon as possible. This does look like it is the sleeper package for Kaiju number 8. Not doing the hybrid as of right now. We will see in just a couple seconds. But wanting to get that online as well. I do think resting or a sticky rest is going to be a lot better into this matchup, because you don't really want to kill any of the problem pieces. You kind of want to stall them, you know? Hear me out. For anyone playing Song, they must sing every time they play a song. Bro, there are a lot of people with terrible voices out there. I would not want that. I would not want that, and I would not wish that on my worst enemies. Okay? I would not want to do any of that sort. Um, let me try toggling up my camera for this as well, and just keep me down here. How's this, chat? How's this, guys? Keeping the webcam down here, maybe off to the side just a little bit. So off to the side just a little bit like this. Just a small little me off in the corner or something like that. That way you guys can get my reaction. But we are starting to see Tyler really set up this loop that you want to do with song. We see the Yuna getting grabbed, and because he grabbed a Yuna, he's going to be able to restand going into a final. And it's crazy that you can do all this on your 2 AP turn, because I'm pretty sure he still isn't on his 3 AP turn. Holy snap, that is a big spider. That is a fat spider. Hold up. Hold up. What the fuck? It weaved. Oh my god. Chat. The spider weaved. It weaved me, bro. The spider weaved. Bro, where the fuck did this thing go? Oh, I gotta burn the apartment. I gotta burn the apartment. Holy, oh my god. Okay, all right, okay. There is a random spider somewhere on my computer desk, and I'm missing this crazy turn too. Oh my gosh. Bro, there is a oh, fuck me, bro. Okay. I gotta keep my eyes on a swivel. I gotta keep my eyes on a swivel, guys. There is a big ass black spider, like this fucking big, bro, running around somewhere on my floor. I am not safe. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But huge turn by Tyler, and this is why Song is regarded as one of the best decks in UA that we've seen. If it's behind a good pilot that understands the proper sequencing, what you need to do, what you need to look for, and what cards you are recurring and stacking on the bottom of your deck, that way you see the clumps. This is why this deck became extremely strong. So we are going to see the raid come out, and we are going to see the sticky rest, which will help starve off some of the damage. But again, you want to be using that for the problem childs. So we're going to see the first swing coming out, and this is going to help give Tyler some knowledge of what's inside his deck. As he continues to build that clump, we are going to see an active helping unfreeze the sticky, so the Yuna will be back in play, and we are going to see the next swing come out and another active, so the Yuna is alive. You can just see the you can see the irritability on the kaiju player, because look, bro, as much as I think Song is boring to play against, I can't deny that playing the deck itself and being a good pilot makes the deck extremely fun to play. And if you guys see me just staring off in that way, it's because I'm trying to see if the fucking spider comes back up, bro. Yeah, right? Raid the Yuna, bring back the Song. We're going to see the Song come out first. We're going to see the Kirito, and we're just going to go for the removal, honestly. And we're going to put the Songs back into the deck. That way we can just loop and find them again. The funny thing is, I consider taking Dark Triad to LCQ. One, it is just really good into the EVA matchups because I starve them, and it's really good into the Song matchup. damage to Kirito. He just takes the damage. We do see the stun coming out. You don't want to go down to 1, because if you go down to 1 and he finds the Asuna, you are in trouble. But we are going to see one of the units get stuck, and we are... Oof. And we're going to see the active. Oh my gosh, bro. Where is this spider? Yeah, not enough sideline. Bro, where is this spider, bro? Bro. Bro, when this round is over, when this match is over, I might have to step away just so I can hunt this spider down and kill it. There's no way I'm having this big ass spider walking around my room, bro. Just no way. How much you want to bet has the Yuna raid in hand and just special to bring Asuna impact? Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Knowing Tyler, he probably already has the setup for game. Oh, we're seeing... Okay, so as much as I love Kaiju, I do think this version is weak. I think the hybrid version is a lot better. Just going pure stun rest isn't fast enough to deal with certain things. And with Song needing to like do a lot of setup, you're already seeing right now what happens when a Song sets up. We see the raid. We're going to get the Song back. That is a game. We're not even going to get the special back. We're going to get the ubiquitous. That way we can search, I think it's 7 deep, I believe. That way we can search 7 deep, grab whatever it is that we need. Probably digging for the Asuna, most likely. No nullify impacts on board. I mean, just a simple push-up would win the game here, but we do want to guarantee it. Going to dig... 5 deep. Thank you so much, Bender. Thank you. We're going to dig 5 deep here off the ubiquitous. We're going to see another Yuna raid. We're going to get it back. Are we going to final and do it again? Disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Look to see, really digging for that Asuna or Kirito. Is that Sig Yuna? I think, I don't, no. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It might be. If it is, bro, balling. The third one is disgusting. And because you use a Song, you're just going to juice everyone. Disgusting. Disgusting. That's game. That's game. And like... Tyler might be one of the best people to watch play this in the States. And funny enough, isn't even sure if he wants to take this deck to Nats. The deck is super strong, but again, like I said, it does lose to Kenshin, in my opinion. But maybe we'll see tonight. Maybe we'll see a stark difference, because the level of player to pilot this deck correctly is huge. Okay, all right. Oh fuck, chat, guys. I need to kill this spider, so I'm going to go to just chatting real quick, turn my camera off, and put little me on here. And if you hear me screaming for my life, guys, just know the spider got me, okay? Just give me a second. I need to hunt this bitch down. How did I miss this bitch twice? What the fuck? Bro, where is this bitch, bro? Bro, I think it went under my desk, bro. Bro, I think this shit went under my desk, gang. Nah, bro, that ain't right, bro. Oh, that ain't right, gang. This window's getting fucking close because that bitch came from outside, bro. That big ass bitch came from outside, bro. Holy fuck. I gotta put on socks. I gotta put on socks, bro. That way this bitch don't bite my fucking toes, bro. My toes. Oh my god. I ain't scared of spiders, bro. I just, just a precaution, it's like I'm not scared. Like I'm not scared. Okay, okay. Okay, so I do want to say, like, I do think Tyler, I do think vocals high rolled a bit at the beginning there because that turn two was nasty. That was a nasty turn two, you know? Nasty turn two. But if you're able to capitalize on a turn two like that, bro, if you're able to capitalize on a turn two like that, that just shows you how oppressing this song deck can be. And if you guys are interested in learning more about the deck, bro, legit vocals on YouTube, go check out his channel. He does do this deck. I think bro is are they talking about I think bro is asking him about his deck list or something like that, and Tyler's explaining it to him. What a nice guy. I'm mad because he's putting more Una players out there, and I think that's just disgusting to do, but them's are the breaks. Them's are the breaks. Let's go ahead and hop over to a different room and see what people are doing. This one is almost over. Okay, here's one. Swap over here and get back into some games, chat. Let's get back into some games. Swap over here. It looks like we have a Ichigo Rukia matchup into Spears. And as you can see by life, Spears seems to be in control. And this is the one thing that, like, we are getting to a point with some of the OG decks are falling out of contention. Some people don't want to accept that. Some people don't want to believe that. But we are in a new era, bro. The minute Kenshin dropped, a new era started. Okay? It is what it is. It's inevitable. But thanks to Kenshin, we are now into the EVA era. I'm hoping that the next few decks that we get are just as crazy strong. But when you are dealing with 5K bodies, and for the longest time, 5K bodies just being a 5K body was oppressive. 5K bodies just being strong was the thing. But now we have 5K bodies that do shit. We have 5K bodies that do something. And because of that, you're starting to see the old guards stay behind. And that's why you're seeing like the Sukuna unbans comes. That's why you're seeing the Rukia being brought back. We do see the Rukia raid coming out, digging deep, ditching 2 just to fill up that trash. And where Ichigo does have some saving grace is the constant removal. We're going to see the extend come out. I would love to see a Ichigo raid followed by a Getsuga. That way we can remove 2 bodies, but honestly, maybe even just a raid just to get rid of the Shinji, keep a body on board. But it looks like we only have 3. I guess we only have 3 things in trash, because I'm assuming that's its removal. So it might be even worse than we thought. Tyler, welcome in. Welcome in. Silica was in starting hand. Played the deck for 2 years. Yeah. There it is, you know? That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. He talks about it all the time during practice. I'm winning that. You know? We love the man. So we do see the other Ichigo raid come out in the Rukia. And here's my thing. I don't know if I want to show an Ichigo raid there if we're not getting rid of the Shinji. And the reason being is just because you get rid of the other body, bro, this Shinji is about to spit out another. They're about to spit out more bodies. We also don't even know what's in life. He can show you a 7-drop out of life right here. And just, bro. Takes it. And we get, oh my gosh. It's not a 7-drop. It's just as bad. I don't know if I'm rating this here. You don't want to screw up your energy line, but we do see the raid come out. Honestly, I would have just rated it on the other body over there. What's his name? That way you still have your double energy. You're still at 6 energy. See a special coming out. Bye-bye one of the Ichigos. Okay, one of the Rukias. Interesting. Interesting. I forget, does Rukia do something still after? I think when does she buff something, doesn't she? Bro, there is a fat spider running around my room, Tyler, and I don't know where it is. It weaved 2 of my strikes while it was on the wall. I'm fucked. The spider's gonna come bite me tonight. That means he has an answer next turn. Yeah, right? Most likely means, oh no, he just wants to do it for the draw. He just wants to do it for the draw. That's the reason why. But now you're bricking yourself even more. Now you're bricking yourself even more. To an extent. To an extent. I mean, you get a lot of draw, so I can't be mad. A lot of draw. And we are seeing a lot more spear players opt into adding this, just so they can have even more draw. We see the final coming out, disgusting. Gonna see the Shinji come out, probably another double energy, and to the 7-drop raid. Oh my gosh. See the free play. And this is what I mean. Like, I will commend the Ichigo player for getting him down to 2 life, but now what? We're gonna see the double damage come out. You have to block this. You have to block this. Gonna see the block come out. We're going to see the first impact. Hopefully we get a special. Oh my gosh. Pop the 7-drop. And then we're going to see a 5k swing. Opting to take it. We're going to see a final. Very risky going down to 1 life, but the player does realize they need the bodies. My only thing here is we have 3 energy generating on the back line, but we do have a lot of stuff in the trash. So if we can find another 5-drop Ichigo or something. Why am I being psychic? Bro, I just play the game, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Opting to go for the brick portion. So we AP draw, I guess, digging for a removal. See, the thing I don't like about this line is he gets a free block and he doesn't even have to. He can eat 1 swing here. You just eat a swing here. You get an active. You restand. That's game. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. See, if you're playing the Ichigo Rukia, I do think you need to run the new Ichigos purely for the nullify impacts and purely because they still give you double damage. Like, that's just a thing you have to do at this point. Almost everything has consistent impact, and if you don't have consistent impact, if you don't have consistent removal, you're gonna get left behind, bro. Unfortunate. That just basically guarantees the game there. Goes for the raid target. And then we're going to see the Wonder Force block. See the Ichigo get blocked. We're going to see the double damage impact now, I think. Is it impact now? No. You're hoping on double final. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Both mats looking crazy. But once again, them's the breaks, bro. Them's the breaks. Ichigo putting up a good fight there, but falling a little too short to spear. And like I say, it's a new guard, bro. It's a new era. It's a changing of a guard. I do like seeing what people are doing with the 4-drop. I do like what people are doing with the 4-drop. It it does apply a lot more pressure than I have given it credit for. I'm always curious why some of the Japanese players don't run certain things that we do over here. Maybe it's, I mean, I do know they do like high rolling a bit. Like, they're just gonna wing it, and if they high roll, they high roll. If they don't, they don't. Hold up, I got this Masubi spam rap that I'm trying to fucking eat right now, bro. How do I properly do this? Here, right here. This is spam wrap, bro. Take my seaweed out right here. You know what I'm saying? Take my little right here, you know. Gonna wrap this bitch. Iggy's there. Mm-hmm. Fire. The next rounds already get pushed? I guess next round's already got pushed. Let's hop into it. Can we get a prediction on what this is going to be? We are seeing Kenshin come out. Oh, is this a mirror matchup? This is gross. I don't know if I want to watch the mirror Kenshin matchup. I don't know if I want to watch the Kenshin mirror matchup. Let's see if they have any spicy text in their Kenshins. So we do see both 0 drops coming out and into the stepper. Is that I thought that's the 3K one. It might be the stepper. Okay. No. We're not doing this, chat. We're not watching the Kenshin mirror. We're not doing that to ourselves. We're not doing that. Let us go here. We're going to go to the top tables. We are going to go straight to the top tables. I think this is Creamy. We did see Creamy earlier put on a semi-master class of why Spears is strong. So curious to see what they are paired up into. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are they getting into it? Oh. Okay, so we are going to see Kenshin versus Spear. I do think this is a matchup a lot of people want to see. 0 drop Shinji coming out. They're a real Bandai person. The Gundam sleeves, they're real Bandai. Zero drop into the Mari. I do think this is a Willy hybrid spear that Creamy is playing. We're gonna see the early push. And again, like I was saying earlier, I do think we are in a dice meta with some of these matchups. You want to go first into some of these matchups. And Kenshin really taking advantage of the fact that they do put on early pressure and wanting to establish a front line while dealing damage is, I think, great intention and great purpose, right? Deciding on what they want to play for the second one. Do you establish another body on the front line, or do you establish your energy? Is this a draw one pitch that they're thinking on though? Just thinking on the pitch. You changed your Kenshin build. I do think Kenshin does need to evolve and adapt going into this meta. I think Noir, one of the players, one of the HQ boys that topped at one of the regionals, runs a very spicy Kenshin list. I will not air out their list, but it is the direction that I think most people should be going in. We do see the early swing coming out, and we're going top down today. Top down today. Seeing an early active trigger, which is good to get out of the way. On our second AP turn, we're just going to continue to build up that energy, which is a risky play in my opinion over here on the side of Creamy. And that's purely just because Kenshin can get up to some egregious damage. We can see the 2-drop generator coming down here. Yup. And we can see a double attack raid coming out here into a 3-drop. No, we're going to establish both energy. That way next turn we can push up the 2 bodies if need be. But I would love to see a final into a double attack into a 3-drop Kenshin discarding. That way we can show 4 swings right here and really punish Creamy for not establishing blockers up at the front. There's only one body that can raid defensively. We do see the double attacker coming out here. Okay. Megumi and Karari to secure 5. Okay. Okay. That way you can get over the wall. I see you. Checking up on his cards, making sure. And I guess we aren't going to see an extension come out from here. But we are going to see 3 swings. We are going to see the kill Kenshin go away. Hit the restand. See a swing come out. Special. Bailed out by life. We still are going to see another swing come out here, but we are going to discard and get rid of the double attacker. Ugh. Oh my God. Really bailed out by your life there, Creamy. Otherwise getting punished and going down to 3 life. Who knows? Creamy may be both happy but also irritated about that too. Maybe would have wanted more draw triggers out of life, maybe a raid or something. It doesn't seem like Creamy's too starved for any big bodies. But very unfortunate seeing the double special come out there. We are going to see the push-up on the Mari. We're going to see the Asuka played in the front, establishing a wall. Recounting their AP spends for their opponent. And then, what are we going to see here? Probably another body established to the front, right? Yeah, another Asuka. My only gripe here now, though, is we do see the first swing. Special? No, no, not special. That's the discard to draw one. The scrap heap of Union Arena, one would say. My only gripe here with this play is yes, Creamy does need to build up a wall because he is getting punished. Um, but I always like to say that as long as you still have 4 life, you're okay because getting below 4 life is one of the harder things to do. It is unfortunate though that we could see another double swing come out, a pushback raid, or a bottom deck come out. And if that's the case, it could tamper with Creamy's back line. Creamy, a really good sport. So we are going to see the nullify impact dropped in the front, probably thinking on whether or not they want to discard. And part of me wonders how long they had that in their hand, because honestly, I would have gone burr that first turn trying to secure 4 swings. We are going to see the final come out. Going to see the 0-drop Kenshin deciding on if you want to drop it in the back or not. I don't really see a reason for wanting to put it in the back. And we're going to bottom deck one of the Asukas. And it must feel bad having to get rid of that now. But on the bright side, you do have a couple life to buffer for like this board deficit. Gonna swap over. We do get the draw from the effect. Creamy thinking about what to do and how to get out of this situation. Again, I think you do have to account for the pushback, but opting to really feel that energy. We probably are seeing the 7-drop come out this turn. A final, going for a big turn this turn. Final into 7. Yes, sir. Into 7, probably going to pop the Mari in the front line. We're going to draw one, trash one. Free play in the back, potentially. Are we thinking about removing here? We are going to play the 0-drop active. We're going to buff the other Mari, making it a 3K body. Now the question is, do you want to dig more? And I think the answer is always yes. So we will pop the Mari in the front, draw one, trash one. Play that to the front. We're going to crack it to give that one double damage, forcing you to take the block. But I don't know if that is the... Oh, and then we're going to do the wonder. So going the angle for board clear here. We're going to force you to block the nullify with nullify impact on the Shinji because it's damage 2. And then we're going to force the force block on the 0-drop. So either way, we are getting 2 damage through. So we do see the force block coming out on the 0-drop, followed by the double damage. Again, you do have life to buffer here, so I would opt to take this, honestly. Ugh. We're going to see an active trigger, and then we're going to see a draw trigger. Going to see a 5K swing, going to block it, and then we will see a 3K swing. And just like that, Creamy is able to close the gap, and that again shows you how strong Eva can be. Going back over to the Kenshin side, we're going to see the bottom deck come on the 7 drop. Kenshin really struggling to find their raid targets. We're going to see the 0-3K come out, and we're going to see a double attack swing come out as well. And again, the strength of this matchup is the fact that Wonder cannot be popped. So we are going to see the first swing come out. We're going to ditch, restand. Honestly, I would take this first block. It's a free block. Right? Get the active. Block. Swing. Block. Gets pushed back to the back. And then we're going to see it pass back over. So now Creamy really trying to figure out how he wants to close out the game here. We do need to deal with the double attacker. We're going to see the push up, and this is important in my opinion because like you do want to leave a gap just in case, but we are going to opt to fill the board. We are going to see the first special come out. We're going to pop the double swing or the nullify. We're going to get rid of the double attacker. He is the problem child. We're going to draw one pitch one off the 6 drop special. And then for our last AP, we're going to special again. Looking to close out game here. Seeing back-to-back special out of life and then back-to-back out of hand. Egregious. We're going to see the 4K swing. And there's no raid targets for Kenshin either. So not going to be able to get bailed out unless they hit a special. A draw trigger. And that will seal it over here for the side of Squeegee. I will say the double special back-to-back out of life really bailed him out. But that's what you want to do going into this matchup, right? You really want to make sure your opponent can't establish that 7 drop. And if they do establish it, you need to get rid of it. You got to get it off the board. But when it comes to this game that we love called Union Arena, sometimes life triggers are a big, big impact on the board state. Turns out that is the last game currently, so we will be waiting for the next game to get started. I'll make sure this is still League of Legends music. I'm about to swap it to Diane. Yeah, man. It's hard for me to like think of what deck it is that I want to take to LCQ. Because once again, I think that I don't know. I just like taking fun decks, bro. I have been messing around with Yellow Sisters. I just think the deck is like brain dead and easy to pick up. Um, but it is very brick heavy, bro. It's very brick prone. Just because you have so many 4K bodies. I am very greedy with what it is that I'm running though. So who knows? Maybe it's my fault. But I'm curious. What are your guys' thoughts on Kagurabachi? Have you looked into it? Is there any color that you're looking forward to in that? I am very, very eagerly awaiting purple Kagurabachi. Specifically the one in which you can play bodies from underneath your cards. Oh, did I say yellow girls, bro? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Yeah, yellow girls, not sisters, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But I'm really eager to play purple Kagurabachi. It kind of scratches that itch that dark triad does for me. It doesn't have an alternate win condition, but just the concept of being able to free play free play cards from underneath another card and do crazy effects is insane to me. On top of that, having cards that just have on play sticky rest and on play pushback, and then you're special if you play it from underneath something, it's getting played for free, bro. Like, I got my proxies here. I think the artwork is kind of cool, right? The first manga style set that we're getting. The GOAT himself. I don't even know who this is. But just know, if I ever read the manga, this is my GOAT. I don't even know who this is, bro. Just know that they're my GOAT. Just know that. Just know that. But we are seeing all the matches cleaned up. Or not necessarily. I guess there might be one or two stragglers. And then we will most likely go into the finals. Bro, I have no idea where the spider is, and I'm so perplexed. I just know it fell somewhere near my desk, and I'm assuming it went under my table. And I've had spider bites on my body, and this is a big spider. I don't think this spider's the one sucking my melanin. So I have to keep my head on a swivel. I have to really keep my head on a swivel. In this chat. Who are we excited for in solo leveling? Because solo leveling is also the next set. Bro, I'm poor and broke, and solo leveling is about to make me even poorer and broker, bro. I might start selling feet pics. Just to get me a fully all art fucking solo leveling. Can we talk about the sets this year, bro? Just bangers, bro. Inuyasha? Inuyasha? Bro, bro, bro. T, legit. Let's go into business together, bro. Let's sell feet pics together, bro, so we can fund this addiction that we have of Union Arena. Come on. You and me, bro. White and black. We'll call it Oreo. We'll call it the Oreo startup, bro. Feet pics for Union Arena All Arts. $50 a piece. Right? I think that's generous. Let's take pics in Vegas. Yo. Let's take pics in Vegas, bro. So, legit, did you win your last round? Did you just win this last round? Because if so, I'm assuming it will be you against Creamy. Hey, Floki, welcome in. Welcome in. The Oreo startup, bro. I think the Oreo startup is peak. What do you mean? 50 per toe? Berto. Now you gotta throw in a 50, a 5 for 5, bro. 3-0 beat Spear. All right, cool. I think there are what 4 or 5 rounds tonight, so four undefeated. So we have 2 more rounds. So we could be seeing Song versus potentially Spear this next round, or we could be. I don't know what the other undefeated is. I don't know what the other two are, but if we do see, bro, I'm doing good, bro. I'm I'm doing good, you know. Poor AF, but I'm getting back into my streaming bag. You know, I have started streaming for the first time in a year back on Twitch, playing some video games, getting that back together. Funny enough, my stream anniversary is I think tomorrow, so we come full circle. Temperance and Arando. Okay, so 3 people from our Discord, 3 people from the D3 Discord, bro. The Yeah, I don't know. I don't have gang signs yet. Um, but getting back into gaming over there. Gonna start a new gaming channel over here on YouTube. That way I can put some of the vlogs, or not vlogs, the VODs up over there and see if that can grow into something to, because if I could do full-time content creation, that would be amazing. And after just moving, because as you guys can see, it's a different backdrop and everything like that. Really locking in on the content over here on the TCG side of things, right? So starting off small, streaming these Rumble Rama games, Rumble Rama tournaments, and doing some shoutcasting over here for some reps, as well as just live stream content for you guys to watch. I think will be amazing. But you know, this the year we're really going in this year, you know. Me, all my friends, the D3 crew, the team. I want it to be a very successful and good year. So here is to hoping and hard work. But bro, thank you for always supporting the channel, bro. It's nice to actually talk to you instead of talking through a camera. Oh man. But I'm curious, what are your guys' predictions for top 5 at Vegas? Tell me why I played with Kenshin Red for the first time ever the other day. I missed the good old days. You played Kenshin for the first time. How was it? How was your first time? Did you feel dirty? You feel grimy inside? Feel a little sick to the stomach, bro? Bro, it's crazy how much you can tell a deck is just like good just by picking it up. The first time I played Yellow Sisters, I was like, oh bro, this deck is brainless. What? The first time I played Willie, oh my gosh, what? I'm swinging 8 times. You feel so right, bro. Bro, the first time you pick up a Kenshin deck, bro, and you fucking turn 3, swing 4 times at their face, and they have no bodies on the board, you're just like, ugh, brother, ugh. Why am I doing this? But it's all a process, bro. It's all a process. It's all baby steps. There is still one more game going on. How close is this match? I'm a blue bleach and green kaiju now, but bro, I want so bad for green kaiju to be good. Like, I want so bad for there to be some hidden build, some hidden sauce or technique that I could like put together and take, but I just feel like the deck is just, you know, and it's so frustrating because sometimes I do look and talk to some of my JP friends about the meta over there, and it's frustrating when they're right, you know? It's frustrating when they're right about a deck. It's like, bro, I tried everything, bro. This deck is garbo. I've tried everything. It does not work. I hate it when they're right. I'm gonna hop in this room, see how long this game is taking. So we see a song matchup versus. Is this why? Why does this look like Ashford Academy? I guess it's Spears. Right now, it's not good even with you playing fire training to draw more cards. That's depressing, bro. That's depressing. That's depressing. Did he just null impact it? Okay. Okay, I guess this game is coming down to the wire. Oh, game just ended. All right, cool. Cool. So hopefully we will have the next batch going up and we'll be able to get into round what is this? 4 out of 5. Round 4 out of 5 with 4 undefeateds left. And the 2-1, bro. I might as well just be practicing fucking Toshiro at this point, bro. Honestly. Toshiro or girls. You know, I was coping with the other day. I was coping with Kenshin. Not Kenshin. Whatchamacallit? I forget what it's called. Okay. So we are going to see Creamy versus Tyler. And then let me go look at this other matchup to see what this is too. Oh, this is a Kenshin player because I saw his cards all bleh. So I do want to see the Song versus Spear matchup. Oh, that's Temperance. That's why. Okay. We are going to see a premier matchup. These two are always in the finals. So having these two in the semis is going to be just as fun. I'm curious to see what a top tier Song player can do into a top tier Spear player. So seeing the shuffles, the players getting ready. Bro, that's my Pokemon stuff. Where is my Kenshin? Not Kenshin, Toshiro, right? You know what deck I really was coping on? Bro. Speedo Sonic, bro. I was really coping on Speedo Sonic. Like, I do think it's a fire deck, but it's just like... I was coping hard on Speedo Sonic. Are the players set up? I've seen games where green pops off for Kaiju, but that's the thing. Like, green can pop off, Cap. It can pop off. But is it consistently popping off? Is it consistent enough? These new decks, bro, they're doing racist shit, bro. They're popping off and some. You know what I'm saying? They're popping off and some. I've just been perma-coping, bro. OPM Volume 2 needs to give us Esper support. Esper's, I think, is good, bro. I don't think Esper would be getting the support. If anything, it would be Metal Bat. So we are seeing Tyler be on the more aggressive side, and I think that's just because he's up against Spear and understands that it's a tempo matchup, right? Gonna see an early active trigger come out, which is really good to see. Um, and we're going to pass it on over. Draw one, trash one, Shinji. Continuing to filter. True that, yeah, yeah, yeah. It just draws. It's infinite draw, bro. Infinite. We're gonna see the ubiquitous come out. We're gonna search 5 deep, and Tyler's really digging, grabbing a 0 drop. I think Yuna, right? Yeah, because he got the AP restand. Gonna play the Yuna. Look at the top two. Deciding on what it is to choose. It must be 2 good cards. So trying to figure out what is needed right now. Discards the Asana and takes the other, which was probably the ubiquitous, digging 5 deep. And this is just disgusting, bro. If you really get these draw chains off, bro, like you do this, you restand. Oh my gosh. Play the Yuna. Look at the top 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab another ubiquitous, and he can just do it again. He's thinning out his deck while searching for the cards he needs, right? And that's what makes this deck scary. He could go into a he's gonna go into a final. He's gonna play the ubiquitous. He's gonna dig 5 deep again. And this is what you guys need to mentally prepare yourself for when you're playing against a good song player. I don't think a lot of players have practice into a good song player. He's gonna finally find the Yuna raid. And because he finds the Yuna, he'll be able to restand an AP. Gonna go into the Yuna raid, restands the AP. He already has God knows how many in trash. Gonna go into the Yuna raid. Are we gonna push it for early damage? No, but we will get the ubiquitous back. It will buff the body there. And then we will just go into another Yuna, pushing it to the front. That way we can show 3 damages. And we're gonna play it for free. So disgusting, bro. So disgusting. He's gonna grab another Yuna, restand the AP, and then he's going to just hard play a Silica, and because he used a song, he gets the draw. He's going to use the Yuna in the back to buff. So now they're going to swing over a raid. He's going to put 5 back, give this double damage. Disgusting. And he's going to swing double damage this early. And you're not going to have anything to bail you out. This is the strength of a good song player, bro. This tilts me, bro. It really tilts me, bro. It really tilts me. And one of the strong points that we have going into the matchup as a Dark Triad player is the starving factor. But as you can see, Tyler understands how to fill up his trash properly. That way he can just get his stuff activated itself. And now, like, he's on a clock now. He needs to make sure he builds up a front line, but he also doesn't want to compromise his energy, right? Because the minute Tyler starts showing you asanas or Kiritos and looping that, you're in even bigger trouble. And this is why I think Toshiro could still be a good sleeper, right? Because if you properly fill up your line, you can freeze everything. And if you freeze everything, then the unit can't be rested to buff everything on the board, etc., right? I love Song so much, but need more reps on it. I feel like I know some combos, but my issue is I burn my hand and it's hard to play off the top deck. And that's the thing, right? You need to properly understand how to set up your stack. That way you loop through it. And if you see what Tyler's been doing, right? He's constantly recurring and filling his hand with the draw card, but then he has it set up to where he could easily grab back the draw card that he needs and just replenish his hand, right? So it's about the sequencing as well. And you can learn a lot. Tyler has a video on his YouTube channel, Legit Vocals. Go check it out. That talks about the deck build, his choices, and what you should be looking for in terms of lines. Because it is a complex deck to play, but if you play the deck well, it's amazing, you know? And again, a lot of players aren't going to understand, they aren't going to understand how to play into a good song deck. And one reason why I'm curious on playing Toshi and Mina is because Full Bout freezes, and Full Bout was one of the decks that contended with Song, right? So if that's the case, why isn't Yellow Kaiju or Toshi in that conversation over here? Because that's the closest we're gonna get for freezing. There's also Nanami, right? You can't attack, but that's not the same thing. We are going to see the Asuna come out. The Asuna is going to have impact. Just get the impact right out of the way, right? No, we are going to swing the buff body first. It's a 5k body. Gonna chump block it. Gonna swing the impact. And it cannot be targeted by character abilities. It is protected. No trigger. And you know, when I see Legit play like this, I do believe it when he says I'm going to win Nats. When I see him play like this, I believe it. You know? Piloting arguably one of the best decks to come out at such a high level. We are going to see the push-up, and right now, this is where you don't want to be as a spear player. You're compromising your energy because you need the blocks. If I was him, I would just push up the 2 vanillas and continuing to build towards getting my energy established. But he also wants the 4K swing, which I understand. Look at this. Tyler's life has yet to be touched. See, and if we're going to crack that to give something double damage or impact, unfortunate. It should be legit vocals. So LEG, if you scroll up, you'll see that he commented in here. Just click on his name and it should take you to his channel, I think. Is this a special? Or no, it's a Yuna. Oh, he's just deciding on if he wants to add it to hand or not, or if he'd rather it in the trash. Um, and this is another thing, right? Some people don't realize you can decline your get triggers. He is going to decline the get trigger purely so he has more things in the trash to pop a body, probably, or to give something double damage. I don't know what it is. So we are going to see Tyler come back. And honestly, Tyler's probably looking to close game here. We are going to see the song. He'll grab back the Yuna. He's deciding on what Yunas to grab. So he is going to grab the base copy of Yuna, free play an Asuna, which will have impact. Go into the Yuna that he grabbed, looking at the top, find another song. Ugh, disgusting. Go into the final, go into the song. He's going to grab the Yuna, play the Yuna, which will allow him to free play a song. And then it's just, it's so annoying, bro. I hate and love this deck because I am fascinated. A good player is going to pilot this deck at such a fucking high level, bro. But goddamn, sitting across the table against someone who knows how to play this deck, I just start jerking myself off, bro. I'm like, fuck it. Like, because like, what are you gonna do? What can you do? And that's why like heavy impacts matter going into this deck, because they can chum block all they can, like all day, right? But as long as you, ooh, is this an, ooh, clutch up, clutch up. So we are going to have the nullify. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's one more impact on impact. Nullify impact. He has the Shinji. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Block with the Asuka. And the thing is, if you draw a 7-drop now, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna be able to play. You draw the 7-drop now. You're not like double energy. Deciding on if he wants to play it in the front. Final. Asuka, draw one pitch. Shinji, draw one pitch. And it's a 7-drop. Ugh. That's so depressing. Impact or double damage? Double damage. And the thing that people also don't realize is blocking with these Asukas, basically blocking with anybody, is like a free block, right? You block it and you're just going to be able to replay your body back out anyways with the song. So we are going to see Longing, which is a one of, I believe. I think that's Longing. Gonna discard, get 3 in the trash. Most likely see a Kirito come out here to deal with the Nullify Impact. No, we're gonna play the Kirito. Yep. To deal with the Nullify Impactor. And we are just going to boost the board. That way everything gets over everything. Protect, or not protect, but boost everything. And then we're just going to swing for game. GG's. And Tyler still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 life. Egregious. This is what you guys should be expecting when you are going to Nats. You should be expecting to play players like this that are at this caliber, that are this high. Wow. Wow. You know what deck I want to work that I wish could work? Full Metal. Yellow Full Metal. Not Greed, but Brothers. I feel like Yellow Full Metal could be fun, right? Just constantly recurring the Nullify Impact and resting and stuff, but it's not good enough for the the song. Masterclass. Let's see what table 1 is doing. So table one, we do have the Kenshin into progressive. It does look like progressive is on the back foot, or is that game? That looks to be game. And it looks like we will be seeing Kenshin into Song in the finals. And now we get to see, granted, no disrespect to my boy Temperance, but I do think Tyler is a caliber above him as a player. So I am eager to see how well he does going into the Song matchup. With what I like to think as a somewhat buffer, but did you dodge Kenshin all day? I thought you. Oh well, no, you played. You played one Kenshin. You played one Kenshin. So I am curious to see how well this pans out for Tyler going into the finals. And we finally get to have the question that I've been asking all day answered. Does a really, really good Song pilot overcome its weakness into a good Kenshin pilot? There's so many factors, right? Because if the Kenshin player high rolls, it's basically cooked. It's basically cooked, in my opinion. But these are all speculations, right? These are all speculations. So I am excited and eager to see the finals matchup. We do have them coming up.
And since he didn't have it, I just put him. I put him to like 2 life on like.
Okay, he was talking about how he bodied the homeboy. Crazy.
He didn't have enough energy for spear, because if he decides to try, I had 7 life the whole game until the very end where I took one just to feel trash. So if he played the line for spears, I go double Asuka impact and that kills him.
Temperance, is there a way you can fiddle with your camera to see if the magic will work to stop it from flickering?
I'm gonna try, man. You know, I got that hood set up.
Yeah, so it stops fucking flashbanging us.
Yeah.
I have to minimize it instead of popping it out because I'm not trying to get fucking.
Let's see.
Hey, there you go. It's working right now.
There we go.
Shh, don't say anything. Don't jinx it.
There we go.
I did
All right,
buy
cool.
like a new one from Best Buy like a few days ago. I just haven't like set it up.
You haven't set it up? Lazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Low key, man.
All right, let me deafen for chat. All right, we are going to get into the finals here. We are going to have a Kenshin matchup versus Song matchup. Let's go into the scene. Get this situated for you guys over here on YouTube. Players rolling for dice, rolling the seat. A 7. Ooh. Oh boy. Sorry for everyone at home that is getting flashbanged by this green screen. Bro, there's really a fat spider in my bedroom that I have to deal with after I get off stream. That's crazy. All right. So we are getting into the finals match, guys. It is Kenshin going into Song. So before we do get into it, I'm just curious, like, seeing how strong of a player Tyler has been today and how dominant he is, I am under the assumption that Tyler is going to take the win today. I know this is like I think a test to see whether or not Song is viable going into LCQ. And not saying that Rumble Rama or like D3 has some of the best players. I mean, we do have some of the best players, but this is what I'd like to consider a good practice test. We are seeing the games get into it. The players have their life situated. Um, let's see how this goes. We are going to see an early start, an aggressive play with Asuna in the front. And we are going to see the body plate in the back. That way we can stave off the early aggression coming from Kenshin. Oh my gosh, the flashbang. Kenshin, no disrespect to the Kenshin player, but I love Song. uh, no disrespect to Temperance, but we do have some favorites going in here. You know, you say that now, but there will come a time if Song continues the dominance that it had in JP over here, there will come a time when you say, I'm sick of seeing Song, just like you're sick of seeing Kenshin. We do see the early push, opting not to swing, but Tyler does not care. So we are going to see another Asuka played in the back and another one once again, and we are going to see him return the aggression. If I'm not mistaken, the Kenshin is a 2K body, so we will see the first block, and then we will see the second block. So trying to match the aggression and also having a good understanding that most Kenshin players aren't going to have any triggers in their life. Most Kenshin players won't have triggers in their life. So you will be able to be aggressive and not be as punished, but if they do hit like a defensive raid or stuff, it is going to hurt. But this is great discipline from Tyler. He can now take 2 blocks safely as long as he doesn't do kill Kenshin here. So we are going to see the discard. We're going to draw off of it, and we are going to stand. If I'm Temperance, I'm going into a final, and I'm dropping kill Kenshin here. We are going to see a bottom deck of 1 blocker. Are we going to see another blocker, or are we going to see a raid? We are going to see the pushback raid. So we are eating 3 swings here. We are eating 3 swings here. Seeing the first swing come out. It is going to be a Yuna raid. And we are going to see the second swing come out. It is going to be a special. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of the last swing because we want to mitigate as much damage as possible, especially in this matchup. So now going back to Tyler's turn, we have to deal with our energy line, but still being aggressive with the push-up, still developing the blockers. And this is what I mean by fundamentals. Having a good understanding of when to rotate up and when to keep things in the back, knowing that you can establish your energy line. We are going to see the ubiquitous come out. We're going to see a song grabbed, so we will restand the AP. Probably go into the Yuna raid. Nope, going into the Silica. And then do we final? Do we have the extension? We do have the breath. So we are going to extend. Now do we see the Yuna raid here? We are going to see the Yuna raid. We are going to free play the song. No, free play ubiquitous, which makes sense, right? Because you can still extend your turn. So you basically get an AP back for free. We are going to grab a Yuna. And we are going to discard. We're going to discard. No, we're going to grab the Yuna. We're going to get the AP back. And this is awesome because when you raid that Yuna and you free play ubiquitous and grab a Yuna, it's basically a final. it's basically a fucking final, right? So really extending out our turn here and looking at what it is that we have to do. Probably counting trash. We might see a Kirito come down here active. We're going to see another final come out here. And this probably makes sense for why Tyler was so aggressive on developing that frontline blockers. We're going to see Yuna play to the front. We're going to look. And we're going to whiff. Unfortunate. Um, will we see the song finally get dropped? Song will be played, establishing that front line. Gonna play the Kirito and discard the Asuna. And we are going to remove 5 cards, put them back to the bottom of our deck. That way we can continue the loop cycle. He needs a good understanding of what the clump is, and then he is going to give it double damage as well, which is going to force the opponent to take the block, basically saying, hey, if you don't block this, you're eating 3 swings this turn, or three damage this turn. So we're going to see the double damage come out. And this is really putting the Kenshin player in a tough spot. He is going to opt to take the 2 damage. We are going to see the color trigger come out. The bodies did not get buffed. He is going to pop the Yuna. Doesn't want the raid target on board. I think that is a great choice. See the next swing come out. It's going to be another draw trigger, and it's going to pass it over. So Kenshin already down to 3. So having that understanding that into this matchup, I need to be just as aggressive on both establishing a block line and also being just as aggressive in establishing attackers, really competing and racing with the Kenshin while controlling the board. So we are going to see another nullify impact Kenshin come out. We're going to go into the raid on the double block on it. Honestly, part of me could make an argument that you just hard play that Kenshin. Maybe. But maybe he doesn't want to succumb himself to the pressure that Tyler's giving. So we do see the double attacks come out. We are going to see the first 4K swing come out of the Kenshin. And then we are going to discard. Is that a final? Discarding the final. Okay. Show another 4K swing. Gonna take this one. Special. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Gonna lose the other swing. And then we are gonna just have to pass. Very unfortunate. And honestly, I think Tyler could look to close up game here if he has the sequencing right. Seeing that he's pushing to the front, I don't think he has the Asuna in hand, so we won't be seeing that. We will see the Yuna, however, so now the color triggers won't be able to get past these little weenies. We're going to grab back the Ubiquitous. We're going to probably play the Ubiquitous and probably dig for an Asuna. That way we can guarantee close out the game, or dig for a Kirito. So we see it coming down, grabbing top 5. We're going to grab Longing. Because we grab a song, we're going to restand. We're going to discard Longing and that. So we're only doing that. Oh no, we're playing Longing. Okay, yep. 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 So disgusting. So disgusting. Going into the Yuna following that. And now putting back cards, probably giving the Kirito double damage. And because we used a song this turn, the whole entire board will get buffed. And now we declare swings. So you see now, compared to Spear and the others, Kenshin does have some factor into this. We are going to see the block come out, opting not to take the double damage this time. We are going to see the next swing come out. Blocking that. We're going to see the next weenie swing come out. taking that a draw trigger, and then the last one putting us down to 1 life. Ugh, it does not look good for Kenshin. And the life has not been bailing him out as well. We are going to see the 1 drop played. And we're going to whiff on the 1 drop. That is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Play another 1 drop. Are we whiffing again? No. Wow. Beyond unfortunate. Gets the free block, has to remove a body. Wow. Super unfortunate. Temperance only seeing I think what 2 of his raids, both of them being the double attack. No, he got I think a pushback out of life at the beginning of the game. So 3 of his raids. And this just shows you the strength of drawing in this game. I do think that Spear can still contend a bit if you see your spears you get online and you have your draw. But Tyler's just putting on a master course today. Like, he's locked in. Gonna see the first swing. Gonna see the double damage. You're basically forced to block out here, but we do have the impactor, which is going to secure the game. And the double attacker was the other life. Unfortunate. And it looks like Tyler is going to take it today. Legit vocals showing and proving why his song list is one of the stronger ones. And I am eager and curious to see if he does decide to take that all the way to LCQ and to Nats finals, because I do think this deck does have legs. But again, who's to say? Who is to say? Wow. Masterclass. Tyler taking it in the long run, in the end. Well, you got what you wanted, Captain. You know, you got what you wanted. Song putting on a masterclass. Once again, if you guys are interested in learning more about the deck, Tyler does have a deck list and a how-to. Go check it out under Legit Vocals. If you guys are watching the VOD, just scroll up in the comments. You'll see his name in the comment section, or not comment section, the chat box. Click on his name, all that good stuff. And yeah. I do want to try and be more consistent streaming these Rumble Ramas, probably on the weekend. So I'll probably stream the Saturday or Sunday night ones. I'll decide. But I do want to lock in on one of those days just to stream, again, get practice on the repetition of shoutcasting and commentating, as well as a look into some of these online communities, you know? But other than that, I want to say thank y'all for stopping by the tea house. I hope y'all enjoyed your tea break. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.